everyone, this is a flip through of my latest completed art journal, and this is a hand-bound journal. I did this, and you can see unfortunately the binding at the bottom has fallen out because my holes were too close together. It's got a bit mucky, but for a first attempt I'm quite happy. And this was from the Get Messy Season of Kindness, and yeah, let's begin. So on the inside I used this beautiful marbled paper to decorate the inside cover, and this opening page is a quote by J.M. Barrie. Always try to be a little kinder than necessary. So this book is exploring kindness, and this is a drawing of a rabbit I did, collaged from a magazine, and then this is ink. This was my first full spread, and it's really nice and shiny because I used a lot of metallic inks and watercolours, and the moon has an iridescent glow. And it says, "Be kind to your inner wolf and let her be heard." Unfortunately, some ink from another page has spilled through and it stuck together and tore, but it doesn't really matter. And this was collaged from a magazine. And this was from a vintage photo album that I have from the 1950s, and it says, "If you can be anything, be kind to others, be kind to yourself." And this too is really nice and iridescent. This was created using collage from Happiness magazine, and the background is black gesso. And this quote is used with gold Posca pen, and it says, "We are all connected, let our hearts unite in kindness." A simple colour study of this sunset using watered down gouache, and this was inspired by my tea bag from Yogi Tea. It said, "Kindness is the light of life," and again there's that iridescent effect, and that was created using this golden acrylic interference in orange, and it's really nice and luminous. This was collaged, I think, from Flow magazine, and has a Rumi quote on, "Love is the bridge between you and everything." This background was really fun. This was again playing with gouache and that golden acrylic plus some gold ink, so it's very shimmery. It's interesting because before this journal I never used red, and I've used a lot of red in this journal. This background is gouache as well, and with the stitch effect, and these two collage pieces were from Happiness magazine. I just am obsessed with this bird, and I loved the flowiness of this dress. These are collaged ephemera from Bybun, and the quote says, "Ah, kindness, what a simple way to tell another struggling soul that there is love to be found in this world." And the next page sticks together a lot. And this has quite a cool texture to it. It's done with, first I laid down black gesso, and then I put gold acrylic over the top, and then a crackle medium, and then more gold over the top. And this is from that 1950s photo album, and the quote is another Rumi quote that says, "O soul, you worry too much, you have seen your own strength, you have seen your own beauty, you have seen your golden wings. Of anything less, why do you worry? You are in truth the soul of the soul of the soul." I love how this spread turned out. I think this might be my favourite, or second favourite one of the whole journal. This was journaling about a time that I experienced kindness. You can see it's in a copper pen, and these are my orchids that I pressed and then adhered to the page. These beautiful flowers are from Pen and Plant, from some art prints, and this was from Pinterest. This is some found poetry from an old love poems book I have, and the butterflies were from some paper from Paperchase, and I just collaged random tearings of the book and then discovered a poem from them. So the poem says, "My soul flowers dream, starry hope, I seek the light of life. These words blossom and my love blossoms in the wind. Such sweet treasure, my heart flames bliss, like a kind river, pleasant and warm." And then I did some ink splatters on the top. This page was inspired by Kaylee Gray. I wanted to try her beautiful soft minimal style, and this is a picture I took when I was walking down by the river when we had lots of snow, well, a lot of snow for England, or the south of England. And I wanted this picture of me to have vellum over the top because Kaylee uses that a lot. I didn't have any, so I just used tracing paper. It kind of works, you can sort of, it's a bit wrinkled, but it didn't photograph well. And this says, "Today I was kind to myself." I was having a bit of a glum day, so I went for this nice sunset walk by the river and saw these beautiful swans and the pastel sky. This is a very, very bright page for me, but this was inspired by Claire Etheridge's tutorial, I hope I said that right, where you do a freeform mandala. And I hadn't used my Jane Davenport mermaid markers, which are these, for quite a while, and so I thought I'd use these, and I just ended up doing something really, really bright, and I love how striking this is, and it was very fun just relaxing and drawing the mandala. This is inspired from a tutorial by Tiffany, or Ariel Lovely, and I was having a bad day, which is why all the colours are very dark for me, sort of, you know, lots of tones I wouldn't normally use, but then the hands, which are my hands, say forgiveness and freedom, and it was about sort of being, you know, having the kindness to forgive, and from that sort of feeling free. I really like how this turned out. This is quite a surreal painting. It stemmed from me thinking about the kindness of cuddling, and I'm a cuddler. I love giving and receiving hugs, and I was thinking how nice it would be to be hugged by someone who had 6 arms, and how comforting that would feel. So that's what this is. And then it's got that really nice golden iridescence in the back, and then this was inspired by Lauren, and she had done a really cool collage, and then she had smeared paint across with a card, so I did the same, and I really like how it turned out. This part I think is better because this isn't as blurred effect, so I'm definitely going to use this again as a technique. This is just a fun collage, and I love this quote by Roald Dahl. It says, "If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely." The light in me greets the light in you. And this was from a card that I've been hoarding for literally years, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna cut it out and stick it on. This was a collaged page, and then I just took tones from the leaves and did this intuitive side in ink, and then a spiritual path. This spread I completed during an online hangout with the lovely ladies from Get Messy, and it was inspired by a quote. I can't remember who said it, unfortunately. "We are each of us angels with only one wing, and we can only fly by embracing one another." So this is a one-winged angel reaching up to embrace the other one-winged angel. And this dress is all collaged paper, so it took quite a while to do this, but I really like the effect. And this background is with this metallic liquid metal that I got from L. Corneliuson and Son in London. Nice simple page. These were in a magazine. I thought they looked really cute. The quote says "Home is where the heart is," and I scratched out some hearts in the paint, and this was this liquid metal. I've got quite a collection of these. They're absolutely beautiful and they last forever. Be the Change. These were from the dust cover of a vintage book I got that I'm planning on making into a journal. This was from a photo I took at Highgate Cemetery, and I really loved the broken door. There was something about the whole shape of this and the colours that really spoke to me, and I wanted to make the journal a bit interactive, so I made these fold out bits. And this was inspired by, again by Rumi, who's a great source of inspiration to me, of the quote, "The wound is where the light enters." And I was just sort of thinking about grief and, hard times in your life that actually, they might break your soul a bit, but the broken bits will come together, and that's what makes you you, that's your history. And from that I wrote this poem, and it says, "Everyone is a little broken, a little cracked, a little hurt. But that's okay, it's okay. Those damaged pieces fit together in their own special way. The pieces of your broken history, your cracked heart and hurt soul, are what makes you you and gives you strength to grow." And this background was, first I applied gesso, so you can see with the nice texture, and then it's watercolour on top. Now you might have been wondering what the little tail was in my journal, and I think this is my favourite spread. So this was inspired by Dipium's tutorial, and this is an homage to Ostara and spring. And I really love everything on this page. I love the colours, I love the texture. This is wool glued down. This was created by making my own stamp, I think. It is, and that was just wool attached to an acrylic block and stamped along. And this was a really beautiful synthetic wool yarn that I have just here, and then I just plaited this together to make her plait. I painted Ostara's face separately, and I did that to the page. And then the quote says, "Thank you, Ostara, for the blossom and the flowers and for life reborn," because I'm very ready for spring now. This page was quite nice and quick to make. These flowers I just created by dipping my brush into the paint and then going in a circle and then sort of layering that. And I wanted quite a soft feel for this page. And then the lyrics, you can see, are in silver pen and sort of scattered throughout the page. So these are lyrics from Bob Dylan's song, "The Times Are A-Changin'." And I just sort of wanted the feel of this page to be quite flowy and like blossom flowing in the wind. This page I'm really, really happy with. I had a hangout with my friend online and sort of introducing her to art journaling, and I had to be challenged to create a page using just Posca pens. That was the only art material she had, and it was actually really interesting just using one medium, and it definitely made me think more creatively. So this is about taking negative thoughts and transforming them into positive affirmations, and it's nice and shiny with the gold Posca. I just love how this turned out. I might even film sort of a free lesson to create this, because it was very cathartic and really relaxing to do. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. And then the last page is this sweet collage, and this was from a book on happiness I got that had beautiful illustrations, which I've been happily tearing up and using in my art, and some nice flowers, some washi, and this beautiful little quote: "Every tiny, kind, heartfelt action can produce a big, awesome, grateful reaction." And then that's it. I've got the date that I worked in this and that marble paper on the back. I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I'll see you soon. Bye!